back to Mike and JenX. We like us. I am Mike.
I'm Jen. Ha! I don't know why I was waiting for you to go.
I'm not sure why. What are you waiting for?
I think I just get that stage fright.
I understand that all too well. Sorry.
That's a guy thing, though, right?
It is a guy thing. So I'm going to start off this episode, though. I am going to start off with my public apology to my wife. On our last episode, I brought out a story. I did, and I brought it up, and I knew that
He stole my damn story that was mine fair and square that I had been updating him. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I didn't break the news, but I began the discussion. Let's just put it that way about the nail.
He stole my damn idea
about the nails in the roads. And I know it was her first idea. But remember, if you watch the last episode that we put out there, we had like so many ideas, and the conversation went everywhere. And those were all mine because this was her one idea. She's really
That's
mad
not true.
Okay, so there's my apology. Like I said, I would do it.
Say I'm sorry.
I am sorry that I broke that story before you had a chance to, even though it was at the last 18 minutes of the podcast. Anywho,
that's like an apology sandwich.
That was a horrible apology.
Horrible. Anyways, either way.
Anyway.
And I didn't even prompt him to do that, so haha.
No, but
okay, here, we'll just give you. Wait, hold on. Cheers.
I feel good about it. So, but we do now have an update. We actually have two updates.
So listen, first of all, the reason why I got so angry is because this guy does not keep up on these pages as often as I do on some of this stuff. And if you watched yesterday's episode, you would have found out about these nails and what he's talking about. It's not fingernails. It's like nails and screws. And somebody around our local area has been dumping these either unknowingly or knowingly into the road for quite a few months. And it's starting to kind of ramp up a little bit. Okay. And it's getting these posts from these local people on our local pages. And it's sad. People have reported that they've had to replace 4 and 5 tires. Right. And in this economy, you can't even afford to place one tire. I mean, so right. It's costing people money. Some people have put out there, like if it's a motorcycle, they hit some of these screws or these whatever, they lose control. They may not survive, And so anyways, people have been asking for for the police to kind of look into this and for some time, and nothing has come about. And anyway, so finally today our local sheriff and the neighboring town's mayor had put out a joint post stating that they're going to do a public forum on January 20th.
Yes.
To talk about this. And however, with all of this happening, one of these people had tagged the news station. So the news came out and talked to this lady. So yesterday after we had
after our episode had dropped.
There you go.
We're working through it. We got it. That's what we're here for. You the yin yang.
Somebody had posted from 10:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. They were outside or out in the roadways with one of those metal rollers that you would use in construction sites that picks up. It's like a magnet, and it picks up all these nails and screws. They were in the roadway cleaning these up all that time, and they showed the boxes. It was crazy. So somebody tagged the local news. So the news came out like a news story, like your local TV station.
Yeah, I have not seen the news.
At which point
so
we
I'm
got
learning with you.
We got the most information that we have gotten thus far, which stated that the sheriff is aware of the situation. Okay. They do actually have footage of somebody doing it. They cannot tell whether it is just irresponsibility or if it's actual intention at this point. They said they have an idea, but they don't know who it is. So they can kind of tell the what, but they don't know the who.
Very interesting.
However, that kind of also, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
So when I went back and looked up the road, because I knew the area, but I wasn't really sure on the road. And then I realized that we've driven down that road. And then it triggered a memory that
we've had to patch at least 2 tires.
2 tires I've had to patch. And I never really even thought about it because, tires get holes in them all the time. But Alex also has lost a tire.
And we live in a smaller area. So where we live, it's kind of like there's certain roads that go this way and there's roads that go this way. I know that's like that everywhere, but you kind of need to use these roads.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? These are
a cut through road.
These are fairly traveled, and some people, it's the side road that this was happening on originally these people have to take this road. I mean, there's
Right.
people that live off this road. It's not like it's there's two ways to get into this road, I believe. There might be a couple more, but I think it's maybe two main ways
There are two main. Well, yeah, like yes,
where
there's
this
two
was
main ways.
occurring, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, there's two main
So and
entryways.
if you live on that road, it was kind of like a Russian roulette on a daily basis.
Yeah, it kind of is.
And I felt really bad for these people. And honestly, these didn't look like they were like from they weren't looking the screws and the nails and things that were being left on the ground didn't look like they were from a construction cleanup site. They looked new.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. It's like they were leftover from construction site. Like,
And people are posting pictures. This lady, like I said, she was out there for a few hours last evening and she was cleaning it up herself because she said, what's it spilling on the major roadways that people often travel, not just this side road where these people have put up for it for some time.
yeah, it sucks.
So, anyways, hopefully we'll find out more information. Hopefully they catch the jerk doing it. But
Yeah, no kidding, right?
the sheriff did say that if it's somebody that's irresponsible and they're just not battening down their hatches, basically cleaning up their stuff or putting it, just storing it properly in their vehicle, then that's a misdemeanor and it's going to be some fines and some whatevers, and who knows if there's going to be restitution to these people who damaged their cars. However, if it's somebody doing it out of maliciousness, they said that could be life in prison because
Oh,
it
it's not.
it's
No, they're not going to
that's
life in
that's
prison.
what it said. It said it could carry up to a life in prison because what it's doing is it's maliciously putting people in danger. I mean, they don't know what could happen.
No, no, no. I
Somebody's
understand that.
somebody's tire can burst and
I understand. I mean, the no, they're not going to put them in life in prison, but they always say the worst case scenario. I understand it. It is a dangerous situation. It
well,
sucks all around.
so it's not a car, okay? A motorcycle comes
Sure.
through.
No, absolutely.
That could be somebody's life. So at that point, it's like, ooh, is it just we'll keep you updated. As we know, you will know because I want to know.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Um,
Also, if you watch yesterday's episode, you'll find out what they were doing in like the 90s, early 2000s with the buckets. That's crazy too.
yeah, that would piss me
That
off.
was on yesterday's
Yeah, we're not going to
episode.
talk about that again. Do you want to talk about the Bears a little bit?
Oh, the Chicago Bears. The Chicago
Bears.
Bears. NFL Chicago Bears.
NFL Chicago Bears.
I am a
She is a Bears fan. Now, however, I will say this: I'm a Bills fan.
We beat the Packers.
You did beat the Packers.
F you,
Congratulations.
Packers.
Hold on.
Shh.
Where is
Good
it?
cheer.
There we go.
Woo! F you, Packers.
They beat the Packers. Congratulations. They have now moved on. They will be playing in Chicago against the Rams. And what's the weather supposed to be like?
Really effing cold. It is going to be bear cold, and the Rams, the little California Rams, are gonna
40-year anniversary when they whooped
the Bears
whooped them pretty good.
Yeah, the Bears whooped them pretty good 40 years ago ish. On the 12th, it was the 40th anniversary.
You know what just dawned on me?
What dawned on you?
That you Bears fans have literally held on to
40 years.
the same Super Bowl win now for 40 years.
That is correct.
Wow.
Yeah, that is correct because it was so memorable. We had a shuffle and everything that went with it.
There has not been
We
another
are
Super
the
Bowl
Bears,
shuffle.
shuffling crew.
There hasn't been another Super Bowl shuffle or Super Bowl
There
dance
because
or
you
anything
because
like that.
you cannot top that. Do you know they even did that like before they knew that they were going into the Super Bowl? Like
They were pretty confident, but
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
if
That was amazing. I had the whole thing memorized. Like I remember the chicken nuggets were like the McDonald's commercials where the chicken nuggets were like dancing in the little 6-pack thing with the little the Jim McMahon headbands. I mean, it was insane. It was Walter Payton. Like, I mean, that Ditka. I mean, it's just is a team.
You know what the funny thing about that season is?
It's
you know
a
in the
team
NFL,
to remember. The Monsters of Midway.
NFL history, there's only been one team that
You're a Bills fan. You should really
I
not be
know.
able to talk about this as lovingly as you are right now. Anyway,
I'm supporting your team. I don't know what to tell
I
you.
appreciate it. Who's your team, baby?
I'm a Bills fan, but hang on one
Okay,
second.
and what have your Bills done? When's the last time they've done what? O.J. Simpson?
So that was just mean.
I mean,
Hey,
yeah, I'm holding on
I
to
will say
Walter
this.
Payton. I am
I will
holding
say
on to
this.
Mike Ditka. Yeah.
You guys did go once. Congratulations.
Actually, no, we went when I was pregnant with our son
Oh, that's right. You did go then.
with Sexy Rexy.
You did go with Sexy Rexy. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
I think everybody else forgot about that one too.
We should forget about that one. But this year, Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. I mean, honestly, at first with Caleb Williams, I was kind of like I didn't really know much about him except for you actually complaining about him.
God,
And
yeah.
I honestly I am so impressed with just the character of of the team in general, of the people
Yeah,
that
they're
are
playing
on
well.
it. Like, just stand up kind of group of guys. They're a young group. I mean, this could be franchise. This could
Could
be
be.
like,
Absolutely.
this could be something. We're watching something really special right here. And what Ben Johnson is doing with the guys, and it's going to be cold. It is going to be so, so cold
It is
on
going to be cold.
Sunday. And Ben Johnson has had the guys working outside all week long without heaters. And at first, I guess it was horrible, and they're getting used to it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Hey, make them tough, man. Like Rocky Dun, run up those stairs, boys. Run up that hill like Peyton did, and you're going to take them down like you did the Packers.
Yeah, they definitely have the advantage over the Rams. What
I
are you
was
trying
trying
to
to
do?
get the cheer.
Cheer, cheer, yay. She's a passionate Bears fan.
I am.
They have a good shot this weekend.
They do.
We travel to Denver. I'm a Bills fan.
No, not we.
No,
You're using that word "we"
I
wrong.
travel in spirit
Yeah. When I tell him we do stuff, he always tells me I'm using that word wrong.
because you talk about physical acts. I'm in spirit.
You said you're traveling with the team.
I am traveling with the team
Okay. In
in spirit.
spirit. On spirit?
In Josh, we trust.
Oh.
So I want to talk about how much I love Walmart. On Saturday morning, this is the best part about Walmart. On Saturday morning,
I don't love Walmart.
I not only at Walmart got my oil changed. By the way, the best place to get your oil changed. It's the cheapest by far.
You can't say it's the best place to get your oil changed. It's probably the most reasonably
it is
priced.
absolutely the most reasonably priced oil change. And then, not only did I get my oil changed, I picked up my prescription drugs. And then, and then I went grocery shopping, all in the same building.
And
All-
people watch because we live in the South.
So
well, people watching at Walmart anywhere. It's a whole.
Here's what I found out.
Oh, what did you find out?
When I checked in to get the oil change, it was an hour and a half. He's like, it's going to be an hour and a half. I'm like, not a problem. Not a problem. It's Walmart. I can absolutely kill an hour and a half in Walmart. So I started in the gardening section. I don't garden. Looking for clearance stuff. Went to the clearance aisle. Spent a little time there. Then I went to the speaker section. And I looked for webcams. You know they don't sell webcams there?
Why would you look for a webcam?
Because I was looking for the specific one for my PlayStation. Because you can only go stream on a PlayStation with a Sony webcam. So I'm thinking, Walmart, right? Well, I don't like to ask anybody, and I had plenty of time to
Everything is locked up anyways at this point.
No, that's the crazy part. The weirdest stuff is locked up there.
Okay, so
It's like
beyond
the
your
accessories.
webcam, do you have any great stories other than?
No, there is no really great story about the fact that you just sit
So
there.
you're
and
just
wonder.
telling us about your tour at Walmart?
I just love Walmart. The fact that you can
What's
get your
wrong
oil,
with
you can get
you?
your oil changed, your prescription drugs, you
So
can
you
get
like the
anything you need.
convenience of Walmart?
I mean, it is convenient to too convenient. Yeah, I mean because not all WalMarts do oil changes.
But I don't like Walmart. I really don't like
No.
Walmart.
So
I
put my
want to get
headphones
in and I want to
I
get
can
out.
wander around there. I mean, it's a good workout, and the people watching is
I
fantastic.
used to be able to do that at Target, but I can't do that at Target anymore, and I think that's just.
I can't shop at Target.
Mm-mm.
I can't do it.
No.
They went to Marshall, not Marshall Fields.
No,
They went to Macy's for me.
No, they
like
didn't.
White tile and.
No, it's not even that. It's just
It is for me.
Meh.
Yeah.
To each their own. Either
each
way, I think sometimes it's just too people. I'm at the season in my life where sometimes it's just too people-y for me out there. Like I like to do my shopping like in the morning during the week.
Right.
And there's not many people, and then every time I'm out there, I'm sitting there thinking like, don't you people work? I mean, I'm a
Yes.
stay-at-home mom, so I guess, but yeah, I really think that more often than not, like, why aren't you people at work? I don't think that people work other shifts. Like, I think that's like my ADHD brain. It's like one track mind, like 9 to 5 is what everybody should be working or thereabouts. I know everybody doesn't. I mean, I get it. Like, I have kids who work later in the evening. Sometimes it just gets too people-y. And again, my perimenopause season of life, it's just better that I'm not out there when it's too people-y.
Oh, perimenopause. So much fun.
Any
For
crayons?
everybody. Yeah, that's an episode on its own.
Well, that's one of the things I was talking with the doctor about today, and she's like, "Well, you can go through and go
yeah.
do this, and you can start looking into getting hormone." And I'm like, I don't know if that's a grenade I want to step on at this point. There's just a lot of information out there about all that stuff, and it's just.
And here's the crazy stuff about a lot of that stuff. It's relatively new, right?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. I haven't even done any research on it because there's so much, and I think for so many years.
A little overwhelming.
Yeah, sometimes I really believe it is, and I
Yeah.
think there's a lot of fear that goes into a lot of it, and I don't know if it's just or if it's not. And I think right now there's maybe not with just myself, but with others, there's so much mistrust with um I think pharmaceuticals at this point and what it can do and the benefits as far as weighing or outweighing, at least for me. And
Well, I
so
mean, we've just come to the well, I've thought this for a while. Pharmaceutical companies aren't there to fix you.
yeah, so it's
They're
kind of
there to
like
make money.
my body's supposed to do this for a reason.
Hmm.
It's it's kind of like we have a saying in our house, embrace the suck, and I know we've embraced the suck for a few years, but it's kind of like, you know, the good outweighs the bad.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you kind of it's a Jekyll and Hyde. You have to at least embrace my Hyde. I'm trying to be better, at least for me, about recognizing the perimenopause monster that I lovingly call Hyde in the house. And trying to, I can't always control it. I mean, and sometimes you guys just do dumb shit, and but yeah, we can have a whole episode about this.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, you guys can have a men's support ring too,
no, noise
if you
canceling
really need
headphones are
to.
awesome when you play video games.
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
Mhm.
So, one thing I wanted to talk about and that you did this week, and I wasn't really involved in it, is you are teaching our daughter to food prep.
Yeah.
Um, so what did y'all like? What did y'all do with that? And just like what are you teaching her in terms
Well,
of?
she's going to be going to college in the
Oh,
fall.
well, of course, yeah, yeah,
And she kind of wants to up her food cooking game. She's going to be living in an apartment as opposed to a dorm.
right, right.
It's on campus, but it's an apartment setup. So so they have a full kitchen and whatever. They
Okay,
sign
they
a
do.
lease. Yeah,
Oh, that
it's
makes
a
sense.
full
Yeah,
apartment.
that's
I
right.
mean, it's a full living quarter. Anyways, so she's gonna have the opportunity. Excuse me. She's gonna have the opportunity to cook and stuff for herself, and she's an athlete, so she wants to kind of start to getting into good food habits and good cooking
Good.
habits. So she's grocery shopping with me, especially being a female. I think female to female, I'm kind of teaching her how to be more self aware out in public by herself. I mean, she's always had us with her. And, the world is changing. And so her and I've been going to the grocery store and doing a lot of things together to kind of prep her, get her used to where things are in stores,
Right.
kind of be more self aware of where your surroundings are. I mean, as a man, I don't know that you think about that, but as a female, and I don't know what other women do this with their daughters, but to me, it's almost a necessary evil, like showing her,
I will say this, and this is
where to park her car is in.
I mean, this is very interesting because when I go to the store by myself, I'm a guy. I throw two earbuds in. I turn it as loud as it can go, and I am not aware of anything going on around me. I am so just wrapped around what I'm listening to and not even really paying attention.
Yeah. So back on the back
That's kind
on
of
the
crazy.
original thing, we can talk about that in the stores and stuff in a second. But back on the original thing, yeah, she just wants to learn how to eat better as an athlete, and
Yeah,
she
good.
wants to kind of. So we went shopping. We got some chicken. We got some rice. And I was showing her packaging and what to look for and what's good and what's not and
Mm.
things. And then we came and we cooked some stuff. We separated it out so when she gets home from school or she gets home from practice, she can have a healthy snack.
Oh, that's awesome.
She picked out some veggies and some things for
Oh,
herself.
what
So
vegetables she end up going
she
with?
she went with some carrots and some hummus.
Okay. Ew.
To
Ew.
each their own. To each their own. I
Ew.
mean, it's just and she's some
I,
nuts and
I,
some
I,
things like that. Just healthier options
yeah.
that are going to have benefits for her.
Now I will say this. I don't know what hummus is. I've seen it. I
It's
don't know.
chickpeas. It's ground up chickpeas with garlic.
Uh,
It's like a dip. It's truly no different. And if you didn't know what it was and I gave it to you with chips, you would actually probably really enjoy it. That's how I actually get a lot of things past him and then tell him after the fact. He's like a little kid that way. And I
yeah.
love him anyways. It's okay.
I don't know how I feel about this hummus stuff.
But yeah,
But hey,
so yeah, so she's an athlete and so she just wants to. So we can
yeah,
go through some of the
that's good.
recipes or
I like
some,
it.
maybe
No,
talk
that's
some
good.
recipes every once in a while. But yeah, that's what we're doing. But back to getting her prepared in other ways. That's one of the ways is when we're out in public, like truly when we're grocery shopping. I just want her more self-aware.
right.
She's never really, and I'm a big fan of the buddy system. So since she's been 16, whenever she goes out somewhere, we always make sure one of her older siblings or she's with a friend or something like that.
Right.
I'm really not a big fan of them out and about on their own and call
No.
me overprotective, but my children are all still here. You
Yeah.
know, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's my way of thinking. I don't know if that's just a Gen X way of thinking, a buddy system type.
No, I mean it's effective. It's worked for how many years, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've got 6 kids, and
You can't argue with it.
no, I mean, the oldest made it to 29 thus far. I mean,
So we started. So we're in the middle of watching. I'm gonna completely segue here because I want to talk about this. We just started watching Stranger Things.
yes. I
Okay.
actually started watching Stranger Things with our son Mason when it first came out. However, I stopped after the first season.
Right. Okay.
So
So
I
this is now
truly,
new to
yeah.
you.
So when he watched the first season, it was almost like I remembered a few
Okay.
of it, but it towards the end of the season, I really had to pay attention.
Okay. So
So this is all new to me as well.
all
We're in
right.
season 2
I
at
think we
this
just
point of Stranger
watched.
Things.
Yeah.
I know all of you guys, it's a big deal, but we are season 2.
Episode 3 we just finished, so we're going into episode 4.
Hmm.
But here's the cool thing about the show, and I actually kind of dig it. I'm digging it. It's usually this is way out of my wheelhouse
It's a throwback for us.
of what. Yeah, it really is. It
Yeah,
actually,
he's not a sci-fi guy at
yeah,
all.
yeah,
I like sci-fi, but he does not.
yeah. So I'm enjoying it. But and I know that the season finale just came out. But the cool thing for this one, I didn't even know anything about it.
Series
Nothing
finale. It was
about
a
it.
series finale.
Series finale. But I knew nothing about it. So I have no idea how I didn't know anything about it. Literally, I didn't know anything about the characters. I didn't know anything about the plot line. So,
But you're that way though. If you don't care, you just
but you would think that I would see something somewhere on a social
but
media
when
because it
you
came out
know
in
because
2016
Stranger
or
Things, you just go
17.
like this with anything. You if you don't, I think with any of us, if you don't like
Yeah,
it, you
maybe.
just scroll right past. And with an algorithm, if you keep scrolling past it, it's not going to show up. So you're
Yeah, I
going to
guess
see
that's
less
true.
about it. So it's a nice out of sight, out of mind type of thing.
Yeah,
It's
so
kind of like, oh, that's still going on.
no, and I'm digging it because I had no predisposition of what it could be about and all that stuff. And remember, I've told you if you want a movie, I don't even need to watch a preview anymore.
Right.
I've almost to the point where just throw it on, and if we don't like it in the first 15 minutes, we'll just change it.
Yeah, that's one thing that's come with age. We don't suffer through movies any longer. Like if one
No,
of us doesn't
hell
like
no.
it, we're just like we just shut it off.
Ah,
Why sit and suffer and wait for
Mm-mm.
something to get better? You know what? If it's not,
No, yeah, we've found that out with stand-ups. We
yeah,
love stand-up comedy. I mean, I love stand-up comedy. I love stand-up comedy. It's very hard to find a good hour-long, the whole thing that
Well,
keeps you
that's not
engaged.
politicized or whatever. That's just
Yeah,
something that's just funny. Just one
Nate
actually,
Bargatze
we
is the
really
one that
like.
got us.
I like Leanne Morgan too.
She's good.
Um,
She's good. Yeah, I mean, Bargatze's been the best one
lately
that I've seen. I like Ari Spears.
we're kind of wholesome. We
God, he's
kind of
so
like the
funny.
clean stuff. We no, don't get me wrong. We're Eddie Murphy. We like dirt.
Oh,
Like
gotcha.
don't. But sometimes for me, for my brand of ADHD, relatable comedy is
Yeah,
funniest to me. So somebody out there telling cheap jokes or just
dad
you know,
jokes is still the best. Dad jokes are definitely the best.
oh,
Yeah, they are.
oh.
I mean, we could debate it. Yeah, I'm just not going to be wrong.
I just think that there's chick flicks.
Yeah,
There's
dick flicks.
yeah, and I like
Absolutely.
there's chick jokes and there's you know I just
And
I
then there's
think
good humor.
and
Yep.
mm,
You didn't think I was going to jump in there and say that?
no.
Come on now, really?
No, I didn't think you were that quick.
It's a valid point. It's a valid fucking point. On that one,
Watch your swearing.
dang it! I got so close. I made it to 23 minutes
Oh,
and
we are
40 seconds.
trying so hard. And do you know what we
Well,
discovered at the last?
dang it!
Yeah, we finally
Dang it.
discovered we don't have to say this is for entertainment purposes. Do you know why?
No,
Because we have a freaking disclaimer up there.
we do a disclaimer at the beginning of the
We
thing that
do.
spells it out.
Yes, I do.
Hey, it wouldn't be a podcast if I didn't say something weird. All right,
Well,
appreciate y'all. If y'all liking the content, subscribe. It's free. Like it free. Share it out.
yeah,
Hopefully, other people
please.
can enjoy this adventure we're going on.
Or you're like, oh my God, can you see what they're doing?
Or yeah, share and mock is fine as
Yeah,
long as
that's
we're
cool.
sharing.
Yeah.
All right, take care, guys.
Bye.